and has become resistant and changes when the chemotherapy starts to kill off the cancer cells. Consequently, Stanley's cancer has spread now to his brain. Doctors are intent on gaining control of the cancer, and once they do, Stanley will require a stem cell transplant. This treatment will require more aggressive chemotherapy and at least a 4-week stay in the University of Michigan Cancer Hospital. As you can imagine, expenses directly and indirectly related to his battle against cancer continue to mount. With the help of a nonprofit organization called Hockey His Heart, friends of Stan and his family hope to help defray some of these costs through fundraising activities. On Saturday, March 13th, Romeo High School students will be conducting a community-wide bottle and can drive between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Drop-off for those cans and bottles will be in the front circle drive. On Thursday, March 25th, a pasta dinner with silent auction and raffle will be held at the Washington Senior Activity Center from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Tickets are $10 a person, and they can be sold in advance at the Washington Township Hall beginning March 8th, and they will also be sold at the door at the day of the event. If you are unable to attend these events but would like to contribute to Stanley's battle against cancer, please make checks out to Hockey His Heart in care of Stanley Babinski and mail it to 35500 8 Mile Road, Farmington Hills, Michigan 48335. Should you wish to make a credit card donation, you may do so by going to their website, www.hockeyhisheart.com, and follow along the website directions. For more information on any of these items above or how else you can help Stanley, please email us at staystrongstan@yahoo.com. Thank you.
Washington Township and Samaritan House are partnering with DTE Energy to support local residents, businesses, and community groups in growing gardens on their buffer properties. This is a win-win for everyone involved. Volunteers get to learn and participate in the gardening process, and the harvests are donated to Samaritan House, which gives the food to the less fortunate in our area. If you'd like to participate, they're hosting a potluck and planting day May 22nd from 9:30 to 3:30. For more information, call Mark Zumpmore at 313-235-3579, and we will air the complete program following this newscast. The ins and outs of how to appeal your property taxes was the subject of discussion by State Representative Pete Lund and Leon Drolet last week. We will run this entire program until March 21st, so check our website or the Romeo Observer for dates and times. The Octagon House was the place to be last week for an adventure into the history of the Underground Railroad in our area. Many area residents attended, and there were displays and activities. The Romeo-Washington Chamber of Commerce held their monthly mixer last week at Adaptive MedEquip. They've just moved to a new location in Washington Township. Students can register for the April 10th, 2010 ACT test, but you must do it before March 5th. During registration, you'll be able to pick 4 different universities to send your score reports to. Check out the website www.actstudent.org for more information. Last week, we told you about a Tea Party group being organized on the local level. And this week, our cameras discovered the LaRouche political group out in front of the Romeo post office handing out their brochures. Our reporter asked them to comment, which they refused, and told our reporter they did not want their faces on camera. And now, here's Richard with Bulldog Sports.
Well, thanks a lot, Jeannie. The varsity hockey team is finishing up their season with an Olympic effort. First, they pulverized L'Anse Creuse 9-1, and then they skated to victory over Monroe 6-2, and then tied L'Anse Creuse North 3-3. Then the Dogs took on the mighty Titans of Stevenson on senior night and won 5-4. The Dogs are now 13-10-1 on the season and have won 7 out of their last 9 games. The crowd was the largest in recent memory, and all proceeds of the game went to Stan Babinski, who has hit a little bump in the road. The girls' varsity basketball team took to the court last week in an effort to hold on to first place in the white division. The Bulldogs won 44-40 in a hard-fought game against Utica. Ashley Flynn had 19 points to lead all scorers, and now if they can beat Dakota, they'll clinch the white division. But before we leave this story, we just wanted to show you the shot that ended the first half. Shannon McIntyre took the inbound pass, and history was almost made. As you can see, the shot was just after the buzzer and it didn't count. But it sure gave the fans a great treat in the old Red Barn on a cold February night. So that win set a showdown against Dakota last Thursday night for the championship. We will report on that game next week. Well, Jeannie, that's it for this week in Bulldog Sports.
Well, thanks, Richard. You know, we've just finished our winter sports and we're gearing up for spring. What can we look forward to?
Well, number 1, lacrosse, and also we got the track and field events and the cross-country team. Also, TJ DeLamelier, the varsity baseball coach, is getting his team ready, and we got a brand new softball coach this year we're going to be working with, and that's Dave McIntyre. So we're looking forward to that.
Spring is on its way.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the entire WBRW TV News team, we want to thank you for tuning in.